Welcome if this is your first time on the channel. Today we are addressing Fox Sports and how biased they are when it comes to three players. That's Giannis, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James. Today we're going to listen to the audio of Rob Parker, but they also got Chris Broussard and of course Nick Wright. All of these guys are biased when it comes to LeBron James, and they punish Giannis and KD. We are going to listen to Rob Parker going in on Giannis because he wants to go to a different team to compete for a championship. And then I'm going to break down why, if you are mad at Giannis, if you are mad at Kevin Durant for doing what he did, then how are you not mad at LeBron James for doing the exact same thing? And it was even worse, in my opinion. But let's listen to Rob Parker. Make sure you subscribe if this is your first time here. Click that like button. That's how they push the video. Let's go.
Hold on, Rob G. Say his name again.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm going to rename him, Kelvin, on this very day to Giannis. I think it's time for me to go. And that's where he is. Giannis has turned into the new Benedict Arnold. I thought Giannis was different. I thought he wasn't like all of these American basketball players who don't want to win on their own, who are AAU driven, and let's team up and let's do this and let's not have the competition. I love Giannis. I am absolutely heartbroken that he fell into this.
Right.
Giannis, you won a championship. Go ask Chris Paul whether he wanted to win a championship.
You gonna kick him?
Go ask Charles Barkley. Go ask Patrick Ewing. I'll just go on and on and on about all these great players who would die to have a championship. And guess what you did? When people told you were foolish and you were dumb and all these other words, that because you decided to stay in Milwaukee and you wanted to do your own thing and not NOT, follow the crowd. I admired you.
Yeah.
I praised you. I thought to myself, thank God he's not cut from the same cloth that these other lemons are. Lemmings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But instead, here you are when the tough gets going. Now you're ready to bail on Milwaukee. And Giannis, I have just one thing to say to you. I hope you find happiness wherever it is that you want to go. But every night, I'll say to myself before I go to sleep, I hope Giannis never wins another championship. That's where I am today.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He's saying he's hoping that Giannis never win another championship when Giannis did it the right way. I look at Giannis' situation the same way I look at Kevin Garnett's situation. The difference is Giannis won a championship for that franchise. Giannis and KG stayed with their franchises for 12 years. For people that don't understand, typically, every NBA player, the all-time greats, have a prime that go 7 to 11, 13 years. It ain't that long. They don't play a whole NBA and they whole time they was in a prime. That's not how it works. Be like 7, 13 years. Most guys for their prime, and then they'll have a year where they still good, but they ain't like peak form. You know, they might have a few years like that. But by the 16th year, everybody be done. Everybody. 16, 17, around. So he don't got that much time left. It's not like Giannis is going to be playing 10, 12 more years. He's already in his 12th season. We are looking at LeBron in his 23rd year. And you see how bad he looked. But for them to be mad at Giannis is crazy when everybody in the mainstream on Fox Sports put LeBron in the top 5. Kevin Durant spent 9 seasons with the Thunder. LeBron spent 7 seasons with the Cavs. When KD leaves to win championships, everybody hold that against Kevin Durant. But somehow, we wash what LeBron did in Miami and Cleveland the second stint back under the rug. Both of these guys are playing during LeBron James' era. What do the other players supposed to do when you got another guy that's stacking the deck to win championships? They just supposed to sit back and allow that to happen? No, obviously they gonna need a top team to compete too. That's what Kevin Durant did. That's why I'm not mad at KD. Because it's like, yo, what I'm supposed to do? Just sit back and let this guy win championships? No, I'm gonna go one up him. I'm gonna get on the top team too. So you can't be mad at these guys that made the move after him. They're playing during that era. What we supposed to do? Like, he didn't hop from super team to super team. He didn't have to do that. Kobe Lakers just beat the Celtics. The Celtics on their last leg, dog. What you running for? But the same people will put LeBron in the top 5 and then say, hey, I hope Giannis don't win a championship no more. I hope Kevin Durant don't win a championship no more. Well, why do you think all these players are doing that? Maybe because LeBron made a sucker move and went and joined D Wade and Chris Bosh to stack the deck. They completely depleted the East. All of them joined the same team. They came out in the same draft. I remember the reactions when that first happened. Everybody knew it was a sucker move. But years later, when you guys, Rob Parker, Chris Broussard, Nick Wright, and the rest of you on mainstream, when y'all put him in the top 5, you are indicating to the players after him, oh, it don't matter if we make a weak move. It don't matter. Now, when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, everybody brings up, oh, he just was playing them. Okay, it wasn't the strongest of moves. But we've seen other players make weak moves. If you gonna hold KD accountable, if you gonna hold Giannis accountable, then you should do the same for LeBron. Because in my mind, you need multiple championships. You need a prime, 7 to 13 years where I can evaluate you against other people. That's all my criteria is. Multiple championships and a prime of 7 to 13 years where I can look at that and then put it up against somebody else's peak, and then I can tell who's better. The reason I say multiple championships, because you need to accomplish something. It is basketball. If it was football, I wouldn't say that. More people on the roster, it's harder to win a championship. Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver ever. He don't have a ring. Not because Randy wasn't great. No, it was a crazy catch in the Super Bowl. And then the Minnesota Vikings choked when he was younger, his defense. So, and the kicker. So, two different sports. But in basketball, you need multiple championships for me to put you up there with the greats. And then you just need a prime of 7 to 13 years. But going forward, in the future, instead of just being biased towards Giannis and Kevin Durant, if you guys stop elevating LeBron, then players would stop making the moves that you consider weak. Players would stay with their franchises. I do think it's a harder road to stay with your franchise and win championships than it is bouncing around, selecting your players, selecting your teams. Yes, it's definitely way more harder to win with one franchise. That's why I respect Steph so much, and he's back there. He got 4 championships, one franchise. That means Jordan Poole left, KD came, KD left. Dudes' egos get out of control. Draymond Green. Klay Thompson then left. He got 4 rings through all of that. Iguodala. So it's like, to win with one franchise, it is more impressive to me, right? But when you're evaluating dudes, if Giannis is making a move that KD did made, and KD is making a move that LeBron has made, if you're going to punish one for making a weak move, then you got to punish all of them. So my thing is this. When you elevate LeBron and put him high on your list, more and more players will continue to make the moves that people consider weak moves, where they leave their franchise to try to stack the deck to win a ring. Because if you're not holding him accountable, he was the first one, then it will just continue and continue. No matter if it's a player better than LeBron or worse than LeBron, it will just continue. Like in Kevin Durant and Giannis situation. It'll just continue no matter how great the player is. But y'all let me know, what do you think about Fox Sports continuously dogging Kevin Durant and Giannis? Nick Wright do the same thing. Chris Broussard do the same thing. They continuously dog Kevin Durant and Giannis for making weak moves. But all of them elevate LeBron. It makes no sense to me. Put it down in the comments. As always, if this is your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. That's how they push the video. As always, y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.